The story of Sammy Kioko and Wavinya Ndeti and his demand and his request to be paid. The story of Sammy Kioko. Now, this is one of the bitter truths that you people will have to take in. It is bitter, but this is the truth. Sammy Kioko was wrong in his approach. Sammy Kioko was wrong in his approach. And as I listened to his interview at Obina show, and I also listened to him when he was trying to explain all this in terms of how he wants to be paid. And this one might just backfire on Sammy Kioko big time. He might end up even being sued for that, because that one falls on, like, Sammy Kioko violated a lot of things. I know most of you Kenyans will not agree with me, because Kenyans are emotional beings. They always want what they believe in is what should be the truth. They don't understand that the law doesn't operate on emotions. The law doesn't work on emotions. The law, wanasemanga sheria ni msumeno na katambele na sheria haina emotions. The law doesn't have conscience in itself. It has to be implemented the way it is. And I'll tell you why Sammy Kioko was wrong. And Sammy Kioko is still wrong. So, but let's get just right into it. The African Update. So, this is the story of Sammy Kioko. So, Sammy Kioko apparently has I don't know whether it is her sister or a friend. Either of the two. I don't know which is which. So, this lady apparently has a company. And this company gets a tender with the county government of Machakos. So, this company is supposed to deliver something. They're supposed, I think, to make suits or something. But remember, this company doesn't have enough money. So, what does this company do? This company reaches out to Kioko. Kioko is not a signatory to this company. It's not a director. It's not affiliated to this company. You get? So this company goes to Kioko because Kioko has money. And they tell Kioko that kuna hii tender tumepatiwa na county government. I want us to deliver on this tender. Sawa? Sawa. So Kioko, this is the budget. This is the money that is needed. On normal times, anytime people get such a nini like from the government, whether I don't know, it's called an LP or whatever, you get a tender by the government. What people usually go, they rush to the bank, and the government and the bank finance the whole thing, because they know at the end of the day, pesa itatoka. But this, so you get the bank gives you the loan. But this time, this company, I think it was a startup, so there's no way they could get a loan from the bank. You get? So they go to Kioko, and Kioko feels like, okay, this thing I can finance it. So he uses his own money, close to more than 20 million probably, as I think so, to make sure he takes this money and gives to this county government, to this company, to deliver this thing to the county government, and it is delivered and all is done. Then along the way, this lady, who is the owner or the director of this company, falls sick, and money is needed for her to be treated. Pesa inahitajika aenda katibiwe. So that's what happens. So since that is what this company, this startup doesn't have money, and one of the owner is sick, what do? They decide, okay, this is what we are going to do. We are going to push the county government to pay us so that we can have money to take this lady for treatment abroad, right? It's the right thing to do. Is it the right thing to do? Yes, it is the right thing to do. So that's what they do. So they take money from they approach the county government to make sure that hii shughuli imefanyika. But remember, this lady ni mgonjwa. So what happens? So Kioko takes it upon himself. Remember, Kioko, I don't know how they are related. Maybe this one is the sister or the friend or the cousin. I don't know, but they are somehow related. So Kioko takes it upon himself, because huyu dem ni mgonjwa. Huyu dem haizi tibiwa. like Aizi and Aizi make his movements a county and everything, which it's something that makes sense, right? Yes, that makes sense. So he goes to this county. He start making moves to this county government, telling them they need to pay us, they need to pay them, blah blah blah, pesa yake iko. But remember, Kioko is not a signatory to this company. Kioko is just a financer. But he's saying that it is the company who has sent him. Kioko doesn't understand that the company doesn't operate like that. That no, county government or government doesn't operate like that. They don't pay you based on how persistent you've been, or or if there is an emergency or not. They don't. County governments and governments don't work like that. You have to wait, because that one falls under pending bills. And if Kioko understands how many pending bills are out here, how many pending bills the county government ziko nazo in this country, angejua hata angeshughulika na hiyo shughuli. Because the truth of the matter is, you are not going to be paid. So Kioko felt like, since I am a celebrity, I can use my name, I can use the influence I have, and since I also come from Machakos County, I can use the influence I have to try and push this money. That was Kioko's approach. That is the approach that he had. He knew that Nikona Gina, I'm a bit influential, I can try push out for this money. But Kioko doesn't understand that pending bills, zinazalipwa, they can even stay for 5 years. Even for so many years before they are paid. Kioko should understand that there are people who supplied things in the county government of Machakos in 2013 or in 2015, and up to now they have not been paid. So when you work with county government, when you work with the government, when you are supplying everything, you must ensure that you have the patience ya kugojea. So Kioko felt like, since I'm known, this lady is sick, I can use my name and the influence and seek sympathy, so that we get money, we go treat this lady. But he doesn't understand that counties don't work like that. When the money comes from the exchequer, inakuwaga already ishapangwa. You get? And since government doesn't have money so much to even clear the pending bills, what they do, when money comes, it is put in key priority areas, like paying salaries and delivering other key services in the county. Even the government, that's how it operates. So for you to be paid, you have to be patient until the day the government will sit down and say, oh, there are so many pending bills, so this money go and pay the pending bills. What are pending bills? Pending bills are those bills that kama sasa ya Kioko. You get? And the government, counties keeps on accumulating these pending bills, because you are not the only one who has delivered something to the county. People have always delivered, even in Machakos County. So the number one mistake that Kioko does is trying to chase this money, thinking that even the government, because I could hear him crying so much, pleading that the government should at least Wavinya Ndeti awapatie a listening ear. Wavinya Ndeti can listen to you, but he cannot do anything when it comes to that matter. The only thing that Wavinya Ndeti can do to you, and this was the approach, and it's not that Wavinya Ndeti doesn't want to pay. You must understand, siati hataki kulipa. It is because there is no money to pay you. I know most of you people will come here, hapana, county inakuanga na pesa. County iko na pesa, yes. But hizo pesa zinakuanga already zisha allocatiwa. There's no money that just stays idle in the county government accounts, hivyo tu. Hizo pesa zinakuanga zisha allocatiwa. So even if you go to all these people, you run to all these people, there is no way they are going to help you. Hawana njia ya kukusaidia. Are you getting me? Hawana njia ya kukusaidia, because watakusaidia aje? There's no way they are going to help you. So this was what this is what Kioko angefaa kujua, that at the end of the day, county government doesn't, and the law, even procedures of how people pending bills are cleared, do not work vile Kioko alikuwa expect. And this is indonator ignorance, because Kioko was operating from a point of ignorance. He doesn't understand that hapa hakuna feelings. You get? So that when he was giving this money to do this thing, I could have angelewa kitu moja, that at the end of the day, it will take time for me to be paid. It will take more than a year. So wewe kukuja that this lady is sick, she's sick, she needs money, the county will just listen, but there's nothing they will do. There's nothing they can do. And this is the approach. Now, most of you are saying, sasa angefanya nini? Because even running to Obina TV, imeharibu hata hiyo story. In fact, it has worsened the situation. Because now you see the counter government is trying to, will now sue Obina, will sue Kioko. And you see, to make the matters worse, they were even trying to approach Kalonzo. That was another mistake they were doing. Because hata Kalonzo mwenyewe, hakuna vile anawasaidia. There's no way Kalonzo can help them. And now they are saying that Kalonzo, team ya Kalonzo ilisema isi wa approach na hizo nini. The team is just okay. Vile wana hiyo opinion yao, it's okay, because that is a wrong approach. Now, most of you will ask me, sasa mlikuwa mnataka Kioko afanye nini? It's very true. This is what Kioko ought to have done. Kama angekuwa mse mwenye anaelewa mambo. One, Kioko angejua kitu moja kwamba when you supply things to the county government or the government, lazima ukwe patient. You will be paid, but it is not now. It can take even more than 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It can't. You get, and even you might also never get paid. That's what happens. There are people who delivered things and they gave up. Walishiko na depression na nini paka wakasahau. People even have died chasing, going after this money because ya pressure na kila kitu. So he could have understood the risk he's getting himself into before his story mingi. That is number one. Number two, if Kioko really wanted to help this lady, this is what Kioko could have done. Kioko could have come out in the public and tell Kenyans that this lady, she's a friend or she's a whatever. She's sick, she's not feeling well, and she needs support. She needs help and everything. But for me, I cannot fully help this lady. Why? Because there is some we delivered we did some tender, we did something with the county government of Machakos, and up to now we have not been paid. So I'm not in a position to have the money, the required money, to take her for treatment, because right now I used most of my money to deliver services to Machakos County. And since the process is taking longer than required, this is why I'm coming to you, Kenya. I'm pleading with you. Can you help me seek treatment for my sister? Kioko is someone who is known. Many people could have pulled resources. Then he could have started maybe a payable. The one that he has started right now, he could have started it back right then. So that people, even Wavinya Ndeti himself, could have been curious to understand, to know, okay, this guy, because Wavinya Ndeti knows Kioko. Angejua, okay, Kioko is going through something. Can I have a listen? He could have even called Kioko herself and amulize ninini, what is this that your sister Nina? Wavinya Ndeti angetoa hata pesa yake kwa mfuko, aseme, my son, hii process ita take long, hata mimi sina control over it. But because of what you're saying and your sister is sick and all this, take this. Angempatia hata 3 million, and then aende kwa mse mwingine ampatie 2 million. That hata the county government of Machakos, those CCs were county government of Machakos, they could have contributed to support the treatment of the sister. That is what he could have done. He could have come, pleaded with Kenya, spoke his case and everything. Now Kenya angemsikiza na contributions ingekuja even from his friend and everything. Collectively maybe angepatana 10 million or 15 million to seek for the treatment of the sister or the lady in mwenye hapo kwa hiyo story. That was the approach. But hii approach yake ya kusik like to be addressed by the governor, by nini, and is somehow really making it dramatic. At the end of the day, you see now it has been turned that you are trying to fight the governor. So they don't know your real intentions, because they know the processes of getting to where things are supposed to be. There is a process of getting to how things are supposed to be done. So wanaona ni kama you are not following that channel. Yet at the same time, you are trying to unajaribu ku trivialize issues. Unaona? So Kioko, hiyo approach yenye alikuwa nayo ya kuongea, kufanya interview na nini, that is where he went wrong. If this is indeed her sister, that is the approach. Angeambia tu wa Kenyans, I need your help right now. This is the situation with my sister. This is the situation with my finances and everything. Nilichukua pesa yangu nikaeka kwa hii shughuli yote, and right now I don't have money. So but this lady anafaa atritiwe. That is very very important, and I'm seeking your help. Naomba mkuje mnisaidie. Please come through for me because I cannot do this alone. And now you try reaching out people. So you try reaching out people. Kiupole. You reach to Churchill, you reach to everything, you reach to most of the celebrities, you reach to most of these politicians who are your friend from Mukambali and everything, even Kalonzo, Nina. You could even, organize a harambe or something that you invite these politicians to come and at least support the cause and everything. But when it reaches to this point, you just seek help for your sister. Anyone who will bring 1 million, 2 million, 300,000, 100,000 and everything, and Kenyans' contribution, because Kenyans have contributed for people more than even 10 million. So contribution for you is not something that is so difficult. So that is the approach. And then hii pesa ingine angeifuata tu baadaye, because right now he stands at the risk of losing that money, because right now they might continue punishing him for that money even more and more. Even when it comes to paying the pending bills, county government ikipata pesa ya kulipa pending bill, they might not pay you. They might end up paying people they owed in 2022 moving forward. Watakwambia, we need to pay those people first before we pay you. So you have to be patient. And Wavinya and Ndeti might end up leaving the county government kama hata hujalipwa. And hiyo pesa inaongelea hivyo. So that is the truth. That is what it is. Anyway guys, tell me what you think in the comment section hapo chini. Sawa? Yes. The African